Hello and welcome to Literature Worldwide on BOOK 66. Tonight's top story, Young Adult Literature sucks. In other news, one of our viewers has submitted a report request on Unbroken, the biography of Louis Zamperini by Laura Hillenbrand and published in 2010. So it is our pleasure to bring you this special edition of Nonfiction Reviews. But first, the summary with our resident fast talker, Josefi Krakowski. Josefi? Thank you, Jim. Unbroken is a story of redemption and resilience on the part of Louis Zamperini, a young Olympic contender turned Air Force bomber. After crashing in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean with two other crew members after severe mechanical failures caused his plane to go down, Louis stays adrift in the ocean with little food and almost no water or protection from the sun for over 40 days. Once he finally reaches land, however, his journey is not even close to finish, as he is captured by the Japanese and kept as a POW for over 2 years in dehumanizing and barely hospitable conditions, all the while incurring severe punishments and beatings from the antagonist and leader of the guards, the Bird. However, once the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki force a Japanese surrender, Louis is set free and, after an extensive hospital stay to cure his dysentery and parasitical infections, Louis is reunited with his family. After he meets his future wife and gets married, Louis begins to suffer from PTSD, leading to nightmares and flashbacks to the horrors he encountered while imprisoned during World War II, leading to his becoming an alcoholic and smoking addict. However, through finding purpose at a Billy Graham sermon, Louis turns his life around to serve both God and humanity, and the book concludes with his forgiving the Bird, who still lives, and then running the Olympic torch for the 1998 Games in Japan. Back to you, Jim. Wonderful, Josefi, you never disappoint. Now, before we begin the actual review, we have to decide the criteria by which the book will be reviewed. In this case, I believe the most appropriate would be style, pacing, and organization. These three components are very integral to the story in how it flows and how the reader perceives the writing. So let's begin. Hillenbrand's style allows for the reader to experience viewpoints from both Louis and a more omniscient narrator, but this often leads to jarring transitions and causing more confusion than it prevents. The pacing is also disjointed and switches between insanely fast and agonizingly slow, though this could just be an attempt by Hillenbrand to emphasize the more pertinent points of the story and minimize the non-essential details, though when done in the manner that it is within the book, it often has the opposite effect, as important events are often glossed over in a rather cursory manner. Finally, the organization of the biography is mainly chronological, though the epilogue breaks this precedent, creating confusion in the audience and almost negating the point of summing up in the first place. Overall, we here at BOOK 66 really enjoyed Unbroken. Though there were some minor cosmetic issues, the story was still wonderfully written, and the theme in and of itself is very important, especially today, of resilience and persistence. So, though, no, it's not perfect, but then again, no literary work is, Unbroken is still an incredible book that is, by our standards at least, a must-read. We hope to see you again here at BOOK 66. This is Jimmy, signing off.